Welcome to Pottorff's Behind the Blades, Not a Podcast. Today's topic is one that can make the difference between passing and failing an inspection. How do you determine the proper opening size and clearance requirements for a fire safety damper installation? This is an important topic because opening size and clearance aren't just installation preferences. They're part of the damper's UL tested assembly. If they're not installed correctly, the damper may not comply with its listing. Let's start with some definitions. What is clearance and what is opening size? Clearance refers to the location of the damper within the sleeve relative to the rated barrier. Depending on the damper model and wall construction, the damper may be required to be centered in the wall, flush with one face, or installed within a specific distance from the wall or floor surface. Opening size is the space between the sleeve and the wall or floor opening, commonly referred to as the annular space between the damper and opening. So where should installers look to determine those requirements? The first source should always be the manufacturer's UL approved installation instructions. Those instructions are based on the assembly that was tested in accordance with UL 555 for fire dampers or UL 555S for smoke and combination fire smoke dampers. And what are some of the common mistakes you see in the field? One of the biggest mistakes is assuming all dampers have the same opening size requirements. Another is modifying sleeve lengths and damper locations without verifying they're permitted by the installation instructions. We also see issues when retaining angles are installed incorrectly or when excessive sealants or fasteners are added where they weren't part of the tested assembly. How does an inspector verify the installation is compliant? First, verify the damper model and the UL label. Then review the installation instructions for the specific damper. Confirm the wall or floor type matches the approved assembly. Measuring the annular space around the sleeve and verify it falls within the published limits. Finally, confirm that the clearance, sleeve length, retaining angles, breakaway connections, and access requirements all comply with the manufacturer's listing. And what happens if the opening is oversized or the clearance exceeds the allowable limits? At that point, the installation may no longer represent the tested assembly. The contractor may need to modify the opening, install an improved field repair, or in some cases, reinstall the damper entirely. That's why it's critical to verify dimensions before the wall is closed and before inspection begins. Here's the bottom line and the conclusion to this episode. Don't rely on rules of thumb. Fire safety dampers are life safety devices, and the installation must match the tested and listed assembly. Always verify the manufacturer's installation instructions, UL listing requirements, and applicable code provisions before installation. If you'd like to learn more, visit us at www.pottorff.com. I'm Stephenie Ravenscroft. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Behind the Blades.